Hi everyone, this is Ashish Kyal here. Welcome to Ashish Kyal Trading Gurukul. Very warm welcome to each one of you. And this is just as a very quick announcement for the Master of Cycles program, which is going to be happening on 2nd and 3rd of July. So I thought, why not to come live and talk about what is Master of Cycles, what is actually time cycles, why you should be looking at that, and how you can possibly trade by looking at time. तो बहुत सारे क्वेश्चंस थे, बहुत सारे queries थी. We just opened up registrations 2 days back and we can clearly see so many of people have been excited about this because this is something we come out with not often, very often, maybe 4 to 5 months once this program happens. And this is about timing the market, timing the stocks, timing the market, and you can trade exceptionally well if you know what is time cycle. तो चलिए शुरुआत करते हैं पहले समझने की कि टाइम साइकिल होता क्या है. So many of you might be already aware about time. You might be thinking about various aspects. So there are various aspects of time cycles which is there, right from Hurst time cycle, there is Gann square of 9, there is different types of cycles that are applicable. So overall, what are we trying to do? So far, majority of the traders, if you look at it, have been focusing purely on price and not on the time. But time is a very important aspect, and you will have to focus on time as well, because if you do not focus on the time, agar aapka khali dhyan price pe hai, you might not be able to trade very well. I'm going to share across a classic example of a lunar cycle. As you might be aware, right? Yesterday was a Purnima, which was, I'm sorry, 14th of June was a Purnima, and we can clearly see that in the past, Purnima, which is a full moon lunar cycle, has resulted into topping formation, except the last one. इसके पहले वाली जो पूर्णिमा थी वहां पर, या फुल मून था, वहां पर मार्केट ने लो बनाया था. और ये पूर्णिमा पे लो बना है निफ्टी का फिलहाल, was exactly at that level. Now with that information, see, it is very important to understand, if prices break the low which is formed on a cycle day, it indicates that the high made will not be taken out until the next cycle kicks in. I'm again going to explain it to you. So people who are also worried about कि time cycle नहीं चल रहा है, time cycle नहीं चल रहा है, या time cycle ही चलता है, I want to clarify a few things. Time is the essence for taking a trade, whether you are in a bull market or a bear market. Now, we were using time in order to trade the bull market about 3 months back, 4 months back. क्योंकि तभी trend overall ऊपर था, bullish था, we can clearly make out that. And we were using time to find out the lows and keep riding the uptrend. But now that we see that the overall trend is down, why is that overall trend down? जैसे आपको पता होता है कि in a trend there are different trends, right? Primary trend, secondary trend, and minor trend. When there is a primary trend, the direction of the primary trend is on the downside. Can I say the secondary trend will only show a pullback and the primary trend will resume? So it is making sense to be staying in the direction of the primary trend when you get those pullbacks. Similarly, in time cycle, when a bigger cycle is down, which is an 85-week cycle, when that cycle has turned on the downside, which means the bigger wave or the bigger ocean wave is coming towards the shore. Now the smaller waves try to go away from the shore. क्या होगा? It will only result into a temporary pullback. That's what we are seeing. Because the bigger cycle is down, these smaller lunar cycles or a smaller time frame cycles only resulting into a pullback. But it is still resulting into a pullback. That's the beauty of it. तो अगर आप देखेंगे कोई भी cycles को, it still results into a short-term pullback. Now after that pullback, here the game is different. Here the game is not trying to buy the market, but identifying as soon as the low is taken out, you sell the market. So ये पूरा एक science है, and you have to understand how to apply this simple scientific approach of time together with price, and then you will be able to trade extremely well. So इसे देख के कंफ्यूजन नहीं होना चाहिए, इसे देख के क्लैरिटी आनी चाहिए कि भाई अगर आज के दिन लो बनना था एज पर टाइम, मार्केट ने पुल बैक दिया, नेक्स्ट डे अगर वो लो निकल गया, इसका क्या मतलब हुआ? इसका मतलब हुआ मार्केट इज वीक, द टाइम हैज टॉप्ड आउट. नाउ वी विल स्टार्ट यूजिंग टाइम साइकिल फॉर trading the bear market, okay, and identifying the top. That's the crux of master of cycles, which is going to happen on 2nd and 3rd of July. So far we were in the bull market. So last time when we conducted master of cycles, we were in bull market. We used that time in identifying the lows and then trading. सोचो अगर आपको पता है कि इस दिन मार्केट में लो या टॉप बनने वाला है एट अ स्पेसिफिक टाइम, एंड यू आर एबल टू ट्रेड दैट एक्सट्रीमली वेल. डोंट यू थिंक सो? काफी बार आपके साथ हुआ है कि कैंडल स्टिक के हिसाब से एक ब्रेकआउट आना था, ब्रेकआउट आया नहीं, मतलब ब्रेकआउट आया लेकिन बाद में फेल हो गया, बिकॉज टाइम इज नॉट फेवरिंग. So it is a confluence of price and time together that you will be able to take a very high conviction trading setup. And it's about probability, it's about chances of you making right and chances and losing less when you are wrong. That is the entire game. Now एक और very important information is, now how do we identify this time? What does it mean? तो काफी सारे जन है जो पहली बार है यहाँ पर, they might not know कि टाइम होता क्या है, कैसे देखते हैं. सिंपल है, आपको y एक्सिस पे प्राइस दिखता है एंड x एक्सिस पे टाइम. नाउ जो x एक्सिस पे टाइम का स्केल है उसमें हम क्या करते हैं, एक वर्टिकल लाइन बनाते हैं फ्रॉम एन इंपॉर्टेंट लो and identify, is there a systematic way in which the markets are going to form a low again? Systematic way means maybe every 55 days Nifty can form a low, maybe every lunar cycle Nifty forms a low or a top, maybe every on a 15 minutes time frame it forms a low, 5 minutes time frame. There are cycles that works beautifully even on 5 minutes. And you can apply this on not only Nifty, you can apply it on stocks, you can apply it on commodities, you can apply it on Bitcoin. It works across the globe, across the markets. You can apply it on anything and everything. And you can go to as small as a 1 minute time frame. In fact, you will not believe, basis of the time cycle, and of course combining with some wave theory, we came out with Sensex in 2013. Ki Sensex will be 61,000 by 2021-22. And 2021 के दरमियान Sensex touched 61,000 level. Now the next target for us is, there are two dates, two important dates. One is June 2023, which is very important, and the next is 2027. So ये dates को कैसे derive किया? मतलब आप, अगर मैंने 7-8 साल पहले derive किया था, मैं अभी भी derive कर रहा हूँ, and despite of the events, markets behaved beautifully that way. It means this science works. Okay, there are enough proof. I have won the game shows on CNBC. I was consecutive 3 times. Consecutive 3 times. Just recently, I won CNBC TV in consecutive 4 times. So I'm applying certain techniques that works in the market. Isn't that so? And ये जो टेक्निक है, ये टाइम और प्राइस के साथ में आपको क्लब करनी है. टाइम और प्राइस इज द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट एस्पेक्ट दैट यू हैव टू कंबाइन एंड लुक एट इट. सो हर्स्ट टाइम साइकिल्स क्या है जो हम करने वाले हैं मास्टर ऑफ साइकिल्स प्रोग्राम में? वी आर गोइंग टू डू दैट on as I said 2nd and 3rd of July. So what is that Hearst time cycles that we are looking to do? The Hearst time cycles का concept ऐसा है कि J.M. Hearst एक engineer थे, okay, and he came out with certain physician. He looked at in the physical world certain time cycles work extremely well. So if in this physical world the time cycles are working extremely well, he said that stock market में भी ये अप्लाई किया जा सकता है और वहां पे भी ये टाइम सही चलेगा. Now, and he tried and did, and he applied that, and it was working so exceptionally well. You apply it on gold, right? Gold का cycle देखो, around 51 से 55 days का cycle. Every 51-55 days, gold turns on the upside. So you know when to invest in gold. Look at ITC. ITC is following 56 days cycle, which means अगर आपने ITC में भी invest किया होता है every 56 days as per time, you would have been making money. Crude oil follows 115 days cycle. So ये crude oil, whether Russia-Ukraine happened or did not happen, crude oil followed that cycle and that worked out brilliantly. So Russia-Ukraine के पहले हम बोल रहे थे कि crude oil will be bullish, crude will go up, and it did. So inflation, about inflation I've been talking since January, if you go and check. तो कैसे forecast किया ये सब चीजें हमने? All those things can be forecasted by simply looking at the overall time of the market. And you might have heard so far everyone talking about in across the industries, never time the market. Just do an SIP. I am saying, boss, if you can time the market and then accordingly invest, don't you think that is going to be very important? And that can simply be changing the way you trade, you see the markets, whether you are trading for short term intraday or you are a long term investor. Timing is the essence. If you are off by even 1 hour in this kind of a market, एक घंटा तो बहुत बड़ा हो गया. एक घंटे से भी if you are off, you might not be able to make money. That's how the market works. That's how it behaves. And this is about probability. This is not 100% कि ऐसा बोला तो ऐसा ही होगा. So we are going to be looking at the entire science. It's a session which is happening on 2nd and 3rd of July. And apart from that, we are also going to have a follow-up session, which is after the Master of Cycles. And you can apply certain techniques from the very next day. That's the beauty of time. It is easy to understand. Now you might be thinking, who don't know me, why to learn from me? I'm a CMT, Chartered Market Technician. Did it in 2008, 2009 in 1 year. I've been speaking at a lot of investment forums like China Investment Forum. I'm again going to speak for them. And it's a fantastic forum where I talked about the essence of time on Chinese market. I'm being on a lot of game shows on CNBC TV 18, CNBC Hours. I've authored a book, Effective Trading in Financial Markets Using Technical Analysis. I've authored that, launched globally, worldwide, available in India also. That's the cover page that you can see on the book, which is lying behind me. And I know how it functions. So you will not come across anyone, very few people actually talk about this science. I don't know why they are keeping it to themselves. I have no clue, but I want to share it across to every one of you because this has changed the way I see the market. And this is possible. So I believe that traders are not born, but traders can be made. And that's what we do in this kind of programs like Master of Cycles. And this we come out only very less number of times because we need some serious, sincere traders here. We don't need anyone who is looking for just doing a time pass. We need people who are serious about trading. They want to make their career in trading, or they want to possibly trade for a little time during the evening after their office work is over. They want to do some research and then execute the trade the next day so that they can generate that parallel source of income, or rather passive source of income. So ये करना possible है time के साथ. And if you are an option trader, time becomes all the more important क्योंकि options के लिए time is the most important aspect that you can look at, because without time you can't really trade options. When you buy a stock or when you sell a stock, there are two things that you have to understand. It's both the price and the time. You have to club the approach combining both of those things together. I've come across people who uses only price and ignores time, or you use only time and ignore price. Nahin. We will take the best of both and combine them together. And इस market में you have to anticipate a move if you want to make money, क्योंकि otherwise it will be gap up or gap down. अगर आप anticipate कर सकते हो, then making money is possible. The only way you can start anticipating is forecasting. Forecasting मतलब क्या होगा कल. वो करने के लिए you need the capabilities of understanding कि कौन से समय में, कौन से time में market turn होगा. Now there are very natural cycles across. Lunar cycle है 28-29 days का. Solar cycle है 12.5 साल का, 12.5 years. And you can clearly see there is you can know that there are certain cycles that work so well, like a presidential cycle. Every 4 years the things change. There is a decennial cycle. Every 10 years something changed. There is a contractive cycle. Every 54 years there is war happening. So it's not something which is, people call it like a pseudoscience, astrology. I have no clue about astrology, to be honest. What I am saying is you just have to observe on the chart, applying it and seeing if it is making sense. And there will be times when it does not work. So you need to ensure आपका stop loss है. When you're losing very less. But when you make a killing, you make it big. That's what I also tell my mentees. When you make a killing and keep riding the trend, because then You have to simply follow simple techniques and it works. So candlestick के साथ में हम time को combine करेंगे. Now suppose that lunar cycle के हिसाब से Nifty is supposed to form a low and it did and it is protecting that low. Now if that low gets broken, can I say the time is now turned to a sell side from the buy side? Isn't that a very classic information for you? कि यार जहां लो बन गया, वर्क किया, now it's on the sell side. Now why did that cycle turn on the sell side? क्योंकि बड़े cycle का pressure. This is what I try to tell you. The application is the key, which I'm going to teach you. Or ye application, you can do it from the very next day. So early bird for Master of Cycle is going to end on 20th of June. Ensure that you have to register for this program. The pricing for Master of Cycle is in the early bird, it's 22,000 plus GST. If you are registering from tomorrow, from oppose the early bird, the pricing is going to increase. And if you are registering today, we are going to give you 5 bonus videos as free complimentary along with this that can help you build up on your skills. Along with that, we will give you 10 days of research access, research report access. The bonus videos is with you for lifetime. 10 days of research access so that you can see how we are doing it, applying it correctly, and how the market is panning out. That's why we want to apply it together. Along with that, post the MOC, 2 days of 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. session, live session. Post that. You will have a recording also for a period of 10 days of MOC. So you can go through that again and again, and you can simply love and learn about these wonderful techniques of time. We are also going to cover, so इसमें cover क्या क्या हो रहा है? We are going to look at price forecast, looking at time. Did you even know आप टाइम के साथ में प्राइस को फोरकास्ट कर सकते हो? देयर इज अ टेक्निक एंड देयर इज अ सिग्नलिंग टेक्निक. मतलब आपको कुछ करना नहीं है, चार्ट पे सिग्नल लगा के रखना है. जब भी इंटरसेक्शन होगा, आपको पता है आपका टारगेट क्या है, कभी तक आ सकता है. ऑल ऑफ दोस थिंग्स इज व्हाट वी आर गोइंग टू अप्लाई. प्राइस फोरकास्ट लुकिंग एट टाइम. सोचो, अभी तक आप खाली पैटर्न देख के फोरकास्ट कर रहे थे प्राइस को, अभी टाइम को देख के प्राइस डिराइव कर सकते हैं. दैट्स द साइंस आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट. So we are going to look at those, and it's simply amazing. I've been applying it for more than a decade. I've been doing research on that, and I found it exceptionally well. In pandemic, when I was sitting at my resort at Cloud9, I was simply amazed to see यार March 2020 का जो low बना market में was exactly when it was supposed to form. Budget जो अभी आया था 1st of Feb को, जो market में low बना, you know that was an अमावस्या, and वहीं से market rally हुआ. Russia-Ukraine war. So all of those events that you are looking at has been on some time, and that is now coincidence. That is the way it functions, because everything is governed by time, and so are we. In fact, stock market अगर आप देखोगे, it is nothing but manifestation of our thought process. मतलब हमारी सोच की उपज है stock market, right? तो वो भी time को follow कैसे नहीं करेगा? So when everything follows time, you have to focus on time. But you have to combine with price also. So club both of things together, and then your trade setup is complete and ready. So we are going to look at certain trade setups by combining options, combining Hurst time cycles, projecting price, looking at the time element, and along with that, we are also going to look at Gann square of 9. How to apply Gann square of 9, because Gann level का support अगर आपको मिला है और टाइम का सपोर्ट आपको मिला है, तो देन यू विल बी एबल टू ट्रेड एक्सट्रीमली वेल. एंड दिस इज अ बेयर मार्केट. इन दिस बेयर मार्केट you should be able to time it very prudently if you want to make money. So how do you register? There is a link which is shared across by my colleague. You can simply visit the link which is here. I'll just share it across again, and you can register for this event very quickly, and this is going to be simply amazing. I'm open for any questions that you might have, and I'll be more than happy to answer them. So here is the link which I've just shared across. Use this link to register for Master of Cycles. I'm again repeating, अगर आप आज register करते हो, you will have that access to the bonus videos, access to the research report, and your learning starts now, not later. आज register करोगे तो आज से ही आपकी learning start होगी, and we are going to have a complete understanding of this. And why not to learn something like this rather than losing money in the markets? learn and trade, because this knowledge is investment for lifetime. This is not like buying a movie ticket liya and entertainment ho gaya. Nahi. This stays with you for lifetime whenever you require. Whether you want to invest, whether you want to trade, this is for you. So ensure that you are making the most of it. I'll just share across the link. You can simply go here and register for this program. This is the link where you can simply go and you can pay using credit card net banking. As I said, the pricing is 22K plus GST under the early bird, plus the bonuses that I'm talking about is valid only for today. So that's the page. You can register and I'm open for questions, please. I'm also going to share across. So आज ही मैं आपके साथ में, if you are registering, I've stopped sharing the screen. अगर आप रजिस्टर कर रहे हो तो आज ही मैं आपके साथ में cycles share करने वाला हूँ. Some cycles that is there that you can start applying. So on the chart, like Nifty Pay, Bank Nifty Pay, you can apply it on crude oil. Like I talked about, I'll share across those dates with you, so you can start applying that immediately. How to calculate time, कितने बजे टॉप या लो लगेगा, वही तो हम करने वाले ना, उसके लिए तो टाइम चाहिए आपका. So you have to take that step forward, you have to take that action, and then it is going to be possible for me to do that. I'm also going to open up a very quick poll right now, and do you want to be with me for becoming a time trader? We call these people who are trading along with time as time trader, and the early bird ends on 20th, but the bonuses end today. So keep that in mind. Do you want to be with me? The mentorship is all about mentorship on timing the market. That's 3 months with me, where we will be doing all of those things practically together with live trading. A lot of those things are going to happen. That is for mentorship. And the master of cycle is live event. Miss bhi ho gaya, don't worry, you will anyways be having the recording with you all, so you can anyways go through that. It will be helpful in futures trading, very short term, like day of yours. Yes, even for few minutes it can help you for scalping. You can apply time on 5-minute chart. I will share across which specific chart will show you the time kaise apply karna hai, Rajesh. So it's going to be definitely helping on the short term also very quickly. The language that we are going to have is English and Hindi mix. So it's a mixture of both English and Hindi, dono mein hoga. And there is going to be from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., which is on the weekend, 2nd and 3rd of July. And the follow-up session after that is going to be there. Okay. So again, so there are so many of you who have been enthusiastic. Also, one more thing, we have just opened up the registrations. You're getting amazing response. So be a part of it, because we take only limited people in this program, since we want to keep it very important. I will be able to answer all of your questions during the program. That's why we want to keep it very limited. So how to plot the Purnima date, which is not matching previous candle of Purnima. Okay, so we will look at that. कि उसे plot कैसे करना है. How you don't need any software. We are going to use free softwares like TradingView, Go Charting in order to do that. So you don't need any other software. I'll just check a few questions that people have sent across to me and how they to whether that question is. My colleague has just shared it across. So can we forecast for long term? I want to invest into create a portfolio of stocks. Can we do that using cycles? Yes, of course. So you can do that using cycles also. You can create your portfolio of multi-bagger stocks. तो हम करेंगे क्या? Stocks को identify करके कैसे time को apply करना है stocks के ऊपर, वो भी हम कर सकते हैं. अगर buy करना है या sell करना है, how do we apply those techniques? So हमारा focus होगा इस time, ये अगर bear market है तो इस bear market में cycle को लेके top कैसे पकड़ना है, एक तो वो. Secondly, when will the market bottom out? And once it bottom out, how to combine that to ride the trend on the upside. So that's going to be the beauty of it. You can use cycles in either direction, but how to do that? Uske liye we need time, and you have to take that step forward. Okay. So there is another question which has come up. So I'll just take a few more. There is Hussein is saying mentorship is the best way, no way better than to learn. It's a journey. Fantastic. Hussein is from the current mentorship batch, and he's saying it's an amazing learning. And I know him since about 4 or 5 months, and I can see the way he was and way he is now is drastically different. Look at his research and study that he shares across with everyone on Twitter and also on our Telegram. So that's simply fantastic, Hussein. You have done wonderfully well. I'm showing you the path. You have to follow it. I will give you the tool. You have to use it. I'll give you the application, but you have to be disciplined enough. So that's how it will happen. And Hussein has done it exceptionally well. Yes, Rajesh. Yes, it is possible. So my colleague will get in touch with you to just help you out with that. Okay, I'm just taking a last question. So if I'm able to trade from the very next day, if I take and register for this, uh, yes, you can. See, certain aspect of time, I'm going to develop an indicator along with you all, जो आप खुद से ट्रेड कर सकते हो. This will be a secret recipe. इंडिकेटर टाइम के बेसिस पे हम डिराइव करेंगे और वो पैरामीटर्स को आपको यूज करना है ट्रेड करने के लिए एंड वो आप अप्लाई कर सकते हो वेरी नेक्स्ट डे. तो एमएसीडी का इंडिकेटर वैल्यू क्या होगा, आरएसआई का वैल्यू क्या होना चाहिए, आरओसी का वैल्यू क्या होना चाहिए, मूविंग एवरेज का पैरामीटर क्या होना चाहिए. स्टैंडर्ड पैरामीटर नहीं यूज करना है, हमें यूज करना है टाइम डिराइव्ड पैरामीटर्स साथ में, एंड वो यूज करके अगर आप ट्रेड करोगे तो आपका जो सिग्नल है वो बहुत ही बेहतरीन मिलेगा. Am I answered the questions? Fantastic. So I can clearly see here Rashmi is registered for the program. Thanks, Rashmi. You'll get the access to the bonus videos. Do not worry on that. Yes, Saurabh, my colleague will just explain the process to you. And very, very importantly, if you have any queries, doubts, you can just reach out to us. That is no problem. You can post on Traders Forum, various places. You can do that, and also on Twitter, I'm accessible. So thank you, guys. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful time, and it was pleasure. See you all for this program. I can clearly see the link is shared across with you all. You just have to take that step forward. Do it. That's the time. Because if you just simply keep thinking it does not work for me, yeah, मैं कर पाऊंगा, I'm just a housewife, yeah, I'm just a student, yeah, I'm already 60 years of age, क्या मैं कर पाऊंगा? This is something so unique. Then the best part is everyone can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. I am going to share across my knowledge with you all. The only question is, are you ready to receive it? That's the question that you should be asking, and not anything else. So just trust and commitment is what you can see me, and that's going to be happening for sure. Okay, thank you. Have a wonderful day. Ashish Kyal signing off. See you for the Master of Cycles program on 2nd and 3rd of July, and it's going to be simply fabulous. And I'm going to share across people who are registering today the secret dates and the time that you have to follow on specific stocks, Nifty, Bank Nifty stocks, Thode crude oil. I'm going to share that across immediately as soon as you register. Thanks a lot. Have a wonderful time.